going on, everyone? I think I'm live. We're going to do this thing a little bit differently. And yesterday, I just got, really, really tired for YouTube to accept my video. I'm going to keep these unlisted until I finish, and then I'll make them public. But I'm just going to record this live directly to YouTube. And we'll see how it works out. Let me know what you think. Be a little bit more fuzzy, but it's going to save me quite a bit of time, so I'm just going to do it this way from now on. I hope you like it. So here's $1. Saved me so much time. Yesterday, oh my God, I was up 1 in the morning trying to upload that last video. I don't know what was going on. My internet was fine, but it just wouldn't accept me. Poor YouTube. All right, so we still got a head and shoulders top, still confirmed on the downside, bearish retracement back into resistance. It needs to break that neckline. And if it fails, we need to break this shoulder line. But that neckline needs to come down. So far, we're still getting rejected. Day number 3, coming on day number 3 of being rejected by resistance. It could go sideways for a little bit longer, bringing up that 8 and gaining support as it goes sideways, consolidation style. Look for previous low breaks coming on in. And the reason why I say that, because I just took a peek at the 15-minute chart, and it looks like we got that nice old J curve coming in, pop. So we might get a little pop over our 34 on the daily. So just watch for that. That means maybe a gold and silver will be coming down, and it looks like they already are. So there we go. What is today? Tuesday? Let's look at the week, see how we're doing so far. So we had this very bullish encompassing outside day coming into resistance. So far, it hasn't broke the previous highs. It's still inside the previous candle. It's a little momentum. The momentum is really dead. It's not carrying forward. It stalled. And whenever I see a stall on a good momentum move, it's likely to come back in. But that 15-minute chart that I just showed you looks like we're going to get a little pop. And that little pop can come into resistance and flop over. If we come across previous highs, use that as your support. If we break below, look at it come into previous highs. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. So far, so good. We might get a little pop tomorrow. But we still got the head and shoulders top coming in. S&P. Looks like we're still in the pattern for the week. Still below the 8 on the weekly. Below momentum's ride. And the daily. Looks like a reverse head and shoulders forming here. You can see it clear as day. See what happens. Patterns do fail. Just because it's a pattern and it looks like it's going to break, doesn't. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it'll break and head fake your ass right through the previous pattern, right down into support. You don't even know what happened. But you don't see any big moves anymore. You really don't. Team, you get the commercial sitting on the ask. Things just don't move like they used to. That's why I was telling you last time to look into the altcoins, because those things are crazy. It's like trading in 1999. So there we go. Watch for the break outside the pattern. Let's get rid of that. Watch the break outside the pattern. Come back into support. It could ride that support and then break down. Anything could happen. This is a top pattern. But watch for previous breaks, previous high breaks. We're still working that 2-bar pattern. It's been with us this whole time. So watch that. Ultimately, I'm bearish on it. But looking at that reversal pattern forming on the daily chart, just watch for previous high breaks. Use previous highs as your support as they break. Use the previous highs as support as you break across. Ultimately, we still have this 2-bar pattern that's been bearish for us this whole time. So got to take that out. Not much of a left shoulder, neck, right shoulder, but it's still got that same kind of feel. Not perfect reverse head and shoulders, but it's got that same kind of trading pattern. Just a little bit different. Watch the previous high breaks as it came down, came across the 8, came into support. Now it's trying to get across. Look for previous high breaks into previous lows. Watch this gap. The lows of the gap and the highs of the gap are good support and resistance. We're still working with that 2-bar resistance. And the Nasdaq. I got three wicks pointing up. If it was 2 wicks, I'd call it the tweezer top. If it's 3 wicks, I call it the tri-tips. And you probably heard that from a lot of people, but that's a candlestick term of a top pattern. Now, it doesn't mean anything unless it's confirmed on the downside. It can certainly break out. It's not confirmed yet. This previous low has to be broken down. And it looks like it hit support and bounced back in. Needs to break previous highs, stay above these previous highs for support. Looks like the Nasdaq has one of these W's, the big W, the big W. So keep an eye on the W patterns. Those are bullish. But since it's at a top, patterns do fail. Let's look at that VIX. See how we're doing on that VIX. Back into support again. Boom, came back into support. Boom, came back into support. This thing's building. And you can see how it's building over resistance. And look at this price pattern over resistance. How do I draw this? Nah, that doesn't look like anything. I was trying to. It's a consolidation phase over support, over that top of that pattern. I was trying to say left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Nice inverted hammer over support. It's just gathering its legs one more time. I don't like the fact that it's closing on its lows though. When it's closing on its lows, it usually carries. But also, when it closes on its lows, watch for the double back, the double bottom when it opens tomorrow at the low and doubles back. So watch for that, because it really looks like, to me, a pop, come into support, pop, and then the pull back, and then bam, right through resistance. See what happens. Shanghai composite. All right, so look at this bad boy. This thing is master. Okay, we got the W off the bottom. We got that nice long wick doji right off the bottom, carried through into previous highs, into resistance, back into support. You got support here, back into support, back into resistance, back into the next line of support. We got a gap in here that's support, support, into, and the whipsaw. The whipsaw came all the way back in, double bottomed here, flipped back, and gapped forward. It doubled back here, gapped the next day, and ran. That's a gap and run. Watch out for a flat top break on this bad boy. They pulled it back, and now it's ready to fly. See what happens. We got to take out that double top. Higher low double top. Outside the pattern. The flat top breaks. Look at the cup and handle. The flat top break coming in. Easy deasy. Looks like crude is having a day and a half. So they took it down, gathered its legs, A, B, bottom, hammer here, over support, boom, into resistance, kind of head fake over resistance, and today it just ran into previous lows. So we're into previous lows, closing above into previous lows. Let's get above this previous high, right up on the range. 50 should get a 60. It's been that way for a while. Had to gather its legs, come back into support. Broke down into the next range, back into support over here. Broke down in, gathered its legs. See this little curve here? And look at this little dip here. Filling in the spots, filling in the gaps as it pulls it back in. So this is filling the gaps in here. It's got to break into the next line of resistance, get above previous highs, then we can talk as it will break into 60. We should have been at 60 already, but has not happened. Very obvious on coal, the reverse, head and shoulders, now the right shoulder. Coming across the 34, watch for the bullish retracement, the classic move here, crossing the 34, back into support. That is the classic, the 98th percentile move of benefiting from momentum. Left shoulder, right shoulder, crossing the 34, back into support, completing the right shoulder, and watch that flat top break. So the right shoulder is just forming. It could pull back below the 34, but we got this left shoulder all the way back in. Could come all the way back in. So watch that pullback as it's strong. Strong pullback. But if you buy slivers at a time, you can grab it on the support on the way in. That's a bullish retracement move. Before. See what happens. Got the left shoulder. Let's watch that right shoulder come in. The faster that the bigger the move. If it wants to pull back in, remember the J-Nug pull back in, and now J-Nug's doing this little sideways action, climbing. It's a really dog move. But watch the moves when it comes up over the 34, a quick U across the 34, and then bam. Watch those moves. The quicker the move across that 34, the bigger the move. Let's keep it moving. I hope this video works out for you guys. It's going to save me a ton of time. I wish I would have done it earlier. Sooner or later, I'll do live videos with everyone. We can live chat and we can trade ideas. We'll figure something out. Everyone's interested in getting some help. I can see that. I just need to make it beneficial so I can make it so I can spend time. I have no time. So the bearish retracement's still in. We have a pullback. We have the start of, as it hit, well, okay, so what happened? It broke previous lows on the open, gap down into support, and then doubled back. Is this going to be another bearish retracement back into resistance? Or is this going to turn into a bullish piercing pattern? So far is not a bullish piercing pattern because it didn't clear 50% of the previous candle. And it got into previous lows and got rejected, closing right at previous lows. Is this a bearish retracement? And then suddenly it falls apart. It really does look bearish to me. So watch the cross across this triple bottom here. It looks like a bearish retracement and then another bearish retracement. It's just kind of the ball. And then all of a sudden it'll fall over. Momentum dies. Then it's got to gather its legs. That's a whole big bearish retracement across the 34 though. So again, bearish retracement, cross the 34. Crossing the 34, bearish retrace, best sell into resistance, and then it drops. Now we got plenty of support over here, so watch yourself as it already kind of bounced. If this continues up and over, then everything I just talked about is the bearish retracement that failed. So you never know what's going to happen. Anything could happen. Volume is the key. Bearish retracement and it speeds up across the line. Yes, watch out below. There's another bearish retracement. Well, that is a bullish harami though. Watch for price maybe to pull back in. Maybe a last effort into resistance. But we got some gaps into resistance, fall apart into resistance. Looks like one of those stair steps until it just falls. Those are the 10-year and the Nikkei are both watch out below scenarios. The top patterns are breaking. Here's another bearish retracement. Right now I'm caught into support and resistance. So it's this little price pinch is pretty tight. Pretty tight. We got resistance being rejected. I got support carrying it on. So it's going sideways in between the price pinch. Call it the price pinch. Resistance coming down. I got support just barely going sideways. It looks bearish still, but it still has support. It has to get over resistance. If support doesn't hold, watch out. Watch out below. That's steel. And that looks like a top pattern breaking down. So next line of support, I have it right there, 28. Watch out below. Gold. Gold, come on, gold. 1260, I hit it twice today, right? Hit it once on the open and came back and tried to smack it again. Keep getting rejected. I don't like that. Sooner or later, momentum's going to die. And look at that. We got a falling star on the close today. Damn. Stupid. Gold. Watch the falling star. Watch for previous low breaks coming back into support. I got 1242, 1233, and the support line, the ultimate support line before it breaks down and does one of those bearish retracements is at 1227, 1220. Let's just call it 1220. Damn it, gold. That's a falling star on the daily close. Anything could happen. Now, wait a minute. Anything could happen. So this is not confirmed yet. That's a falling star. Yes. It got rejected. Yes. I got a triple top now. Yes. I got a cup and handle that's failing. Yes. Anything could happen. We're at above support. We're above previous highs. See the previous high, see the previous high, see the previous high. Watch that 8. That 8 is our support line. Then yes, falling star confirmed. But anything can happen. Watch the triple top break. It could be just the last ditch effort to take everyone's long positions, to trick you. It's all trickery. So in other words, make sure the candles confirm before you make a judgment call, because this can turn out to be an inverted hammer over support. But still, I hate the rejection. I hate rejection. Ugh. There's another falling star. Dang it. Is it ever going to end? Oh my God. There's a falling star there. You can see what happens on those falling stars. Bam. Bam. Right now it's confirming. Watch out below, right, guys? Watch out. Watch out. We're still at support though, okay? Falling below previous highs. We need to stay above this previous high here. Otherwise, this top pattern will fail and it'll go down into the next previous pattern. Oh my God. It's a never-ending story with these jerks. Maybe we're looking for that cup and handle to finally come in. Man, it's only Tuesday. Let's keep it calm. Keep it calm. Got all week to figure this out. We got a spinning top so far. An indecision candle. Bulls and bears cannot decide whether up or down. That's an indecision bar. So far for the week it's forming. Let's see what happens on gold. Oh my God. All right, so the weekly on gold is still looking good. We got plenty of support. I do not like the support line on silver though. I thought silver was doing so much better than gold. Now gold is all shaped up and ready. Watch those flat top breaks. Anything could happen. That's a bullish retracement, so don't be deceived that this is just going to come down into a slight support line. That cross above the 34 into support, double bottom, back out. That is the liftoff launching ramp. Cross the 34, back into support. Watch that flat top break. I call it the launching ramp, the launching pad, that flat top break. Did I miss S&P? Did I really? Why is the S&P way down here? Did I really miss it? No, I didn't miss it. I must have dragged it down by accident. Right? It's the same as the Dow Jones. So if I did miss it, just take my. I don't think I missed it. Why is it doing way down there? Looks like S&P is going to try for resistance again. So look for that. Looks like gold and silver churning. Looks like indices are trying to get some speed, back momentum. Let's see who wins. Let's see who wins. Bam! Good job, copper. Look at that. Woohoo! Not good enough for the weekly. It's churning. Let's see how we did on the daily. Never know. It could be saved by the bell. Copper is in high demand, it sounds like. We've got a lot of restructuring to do. So, infrastructure work. Now I got a descending triangle. So look for resistance to come in, and then watch a pattern break for the daily. I was all excited about the hourly chart. Boom. Anything can happen. Watch for support lines to hold or fail. It's into resistance right now, into previous lows. It's got to get above previous lows, into previous highs. It's got support over here. It's got resistance here. Never ending story, never ending story. All right, here's the miners. Hope this video works out for you guys. It's gonna save me a lot of time. I mean, once I press stop broadcasting, it's already going to be uploaded. So it's faster uploading for you guys too. So you should make you happy. It won't take me 4 hours to upload from an 8 o'clock video. That was insane. Watch the flat top break on GDX. Watch for the rejections as everything else looks like it's falling apart. And actually, it's not falling apart. Just watch for slight retracements back into support, gathering the legs of gold and silver. And then maybe the miners are ready to run. Resistance on the way up. Look for resistance into previous lows. If we break resistance, stay above previous highs. And you got a nice little gap over here. Resistance right now is at the previous lows. If we break previous lows into previous lows, get above previous highs for support. Watch that flat top break. I got a cup. Right? Can you see it? Can you see what I see? It's kind of like a U coming across. Cup and handle. Watch that break. Where are we? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Another one. Watch a flat. All the miners did good today, I think. If I remember, the close on the miners was good. I think we had a gap up in the morning all day, and then it ran at the end of the day, making a new high. So that was good. It's a good move. Again, cup and handle. Oop, that didn't turn out very well. Cup. And that nice little handle coming through. Watch it pop. It's got a previous high break on the close. Right, you see that? Previous high break on the close. Get above previous highs, step it on up. Every time you break previous highs, use it as your support on up. Watch resistance coming in the long-term chart. We've got a nice higher lows. Look for the flat top break right here. Get above 38. We could have a chance to make a higher high. Making higher highs will confirm this whole pattern bottom. We'll be out of the bottom if we make a higher high. We're doing good. We just need some more time, I guess. Nugget. Same thing. Watch the flat top break. That cup and handle move. Watch that flat top break into resistance. If we break resistance, lows, we got to break into these previous lows first. If we break into the previous lows, ride that range on up. If we can get across this high here, across resistance, buy support. Nice moves, nice moves. I like the way JNUG moved today at the end of the day. Same. Look at that cup handle. Watch the flat top break. Get above this flat top here into previous lows. Into those lows, into those lows. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Let's see a 40% move on JNUG. Come on. I'm waiting for that 40% move. I know it wants to move. I don't know what it's waiting for. But a huge reversal head and shoulders pattern, or reverse head and shoulders pattern over here. Should have just, after that break there, it should have just held support, but it fell, and now we have another bullish pattern. So it's gathered its legs. Let's try it again. Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit its mark. What was the mark? Previous highs. 1160 is coming back in, gathering its legs. Looks bearish from here. I got a huge 2-bar pattern, hit a double bottom, but I'm at resistance and it's falling over. Support has to hold, but it looks like it's coming back into support. I got a double top over here, previous highs, previous low here. That's a nice point of return. Let's see. Let's see if support will hold. Let's just look at AG real quick, because this has been a long day. AG doing good off that hourly. Next on the close, closing on its highs. Got to get into previous lows. Let's break into previous lows, right up this whole range. See if we can get into resistance. These previous lows here. Right up into this range. All right, guys. Appreciate you. A lot of people give me some good ideas about what's going on. Everyone wants to get involved with the live chat room. I agree. I think that's the best way to trade ideas. And it's just got to be worth it. I seriously work 4 different jobs all day long. I do this for fun, as a hobby, this trading thing. But if you can make it work, if enough people sign up for like a $10 a month subscription or something, I'm just throwing numbers out there. But if enough people sign up for a monthly subscription, I mean, I can do this full time for you guys. So let me know if you're interested. But please share, like, and comment. Let me know if this live video is going to work. If it's too fuzzy, if it's delayed, if something's wrong, be perfect. But if it's saving me 3 hours a day, it's going to be perfect. Let me tell you how perfect it is. I'll see you guys.